Hey folks, and welcome to another Don't Cry Wolf video blog. As always, if you do like this video or you want to get involved, then please do leave a comment in the section below. So it's been 1 year, a whole year since I thought that the best thing I could possibly do with 2 young kids and a mortgage is to leave a very well paid job at an excellent company and try and start up something on my own. But we are still here and the house is still in our name, thankfully. The kids have yet to be shipped off to the workhouse. And the business is not doing too bad. But what I don't want to do is sit here and bang on about all the wonderful success that we've had. I do that on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and any other channel. Instead, what I thought I could do would be to share some of the things that I've learned over the course of this year. So the first thing is around managing a freelancer network. One thing that I wanted to do when I started up on my own was to establish a network of freelancers that were well vetted, so that went through, the similar sort of interview process along with psychometric tests, so they weren't just sort of plucked from thin air, but also that were matched skill-wise to what we needed. We are very, very proud of the freelancers that we have work with us. But here's what I learned. It takes a shit ton of time and effort on our side to nurture and maintain that network. It's no use having a one-way dialogue and expecting freelancers to constantly be jumping up and down with joy every time you contact them. Instead, they want to receive some content themselves. They want to hear about your business. They want to start understanding around what you're up to, and they want to get some feedback from you also. So this year, we're making a much bigger commitment to generating content, creating an environment where freelancers do feel very, very well informed, and that our Don't Cry Wolf network doesn't feel as though it's some sort of detached entity at the peripheral of the business. So the second thing I've learned has been around the importance of maintaining the brand. There have been plenty of times when we have sat back and really questioned as a business whether we should be going in a particular direction or not, whether we should be taking on a particular client, whether we should be employing a particular individual. It's been tremendously helpful to have a well thought out brand behind us. Because no matter what sort of arguments are in place, what discussion is taking place, you have to go all the way back to, does this represent the brand that we're trying to create? If it doesn't, and it doesn't pass the brand test, it doesn't go through. So the third thing I've learned is around the word hustle. We seem to be in this weird culture where unless you're working 27-hour days as an entrepreneur, you just are not that invested into your business. And eking out a 29th hour is absolutely imperative, because then you're really showing the world that you're trying so fucking hard. It's bullshit. Throughout the whole year, I've been able to maintain a great blend between my family and my personal life and my work life, and they've meshed together beautifully. Yeah, for sure, some Saturdays I'm hidden away in the spare bedroom trying to work out what our Slack policy is, or putting together templates for Asana. But equally, there have been some days where at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, I've thought, I'm done. I've given enough, and I need to go home, stick on The Greatest Showman and eat Turkish Delight until I start bleeding it. I have absolutely no belief that if I had worked an extra 5 hours harder, we would have been in any better or worse a position. My team and I have worked hard enough to satisfy our business goals, but importantly, to satisfy our own personal goals as well. And that is absolutely success. It's not working yourself to a husk of a human being so that you can sit there and wave around the extra $20 that you earn. So here's my message to Gary Vaynerchuk and all the army of LinkedIn influencers who bang on about their 24-hour days. Sit down, have a beer, and have a strong word with yourself. The next thing I've learned is that people aren't going to care as much about your purpose as you care about your purpose. I've met clients where I talk about our B Corp status and I can see their eyes glaze over in that moment. And I've met others who have directed the conversation much more towards that purpose than they have about answering their actual brief. The point is that we have to be consistently proud of it. We've not once gone into a pitch and not talked about our wider purpose, because that is absolutely at the core of our organisation and it means something to us. If it doesn't mean something to the people across the table, then it's a call that we have to make. Do we think they share the same values and the same approach as us, and therefore that will bleed into the work that we do? Or are we never going to see eye to eye, and that's going to cause some friction in a very near term? We've actually lost the pitch because of our beliefs or our position. We've won a fair few because of it as well. And the final thing I've learned is to keep bloody going. We have had some real squeaky bum moments during this year. Sometimes it's been to try and fulfill a particular project objective. Sometimes it's been scrambling around to work out what our VAT receipt is. By the way, HMRC, we're all fine. But it's been tremendously helpful to go through a particular process when something really does cock up. Accept it, work out whether we can fix it or accept the consequences, move forward to the next day. Keep on going. Because what seems like a real shitstorm today will seem like a walk in the park in 3 months' time. So that's it. We've got a tremendous year ahead of us. And on the 21st of January 2020, if I'm doing another one of these, I will be very, very pleased. Thank you to absolutely everybody who has helped us along the way. You know who you are. Thank you to all of our clients for believing in us. And a big thank you to all the people who now form my team for putting up with such an egotistical, overweight, 1920s dressing weirdo.